guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be setting up my July monthly budget. So if you like these kind of videos, go ahead and hit the like button, consider joining the family and hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below, let me know what your goals are for the month of July. We're gonna get into mine and let's just get the conversation going and let's get started. All right guys, so I usually get a question about this planner in all of my budget setup videos. So I'm just taking my stickers here out of the pocket. This is a 7x9 Erin Condren planner, and all of the stickers that you guys see are from my shop, and all of those good things and information about all this will be in the description box. But this is a 7x9 planner. So she does have the 8.5 by 11 size planners, which are like your computer paper. So it's like the size of computer paper, but this planner is much smaller. Okay, so this is my July spread. I wanted to show you guys really quickly my August spreads. I just have the calendars. So my first design is like this fruit theme, a grapefruit theme for the month of August, and then I have a back to school theme. So these are the two designs that will be available for August in both 7x9 planner size and 8.5 by 11. So if you want to see the full kit and the full colorway of these two designs, be sure to come back Friday. I'm going to show them at the end of my cash stuffing video. Okay y'all, so we are going to start with putting my bills down on the bill due stickers. And so my rent and utilities bill is for August. So this is August rent and utilities. My health insurance bill is $322. I do plan on being done with this bill this month. Well, after this month. Then my next bill is my event ticket for the month of August. I am, oh, why did I put the dollar sign? I already got a dollar sign there. I am going out of town in the month of August, and I'm going to an event. I'm very excited about it. And it's kind of like an all-inclusive type of event. So I just posted a travel vlog. If you guys didn't check that out, I will have that linked down below in the description box. In my travel vlogs, I do like to do a budget breakdown with you guys, just to show you guys kind of how much money it costs to do certain things. But for the August trip, being that everything is in kind of like inclusive, I'm not really going to be having like I'm not gonna really be spending money there. So I'm not sure if I'm going to vlog that trip or not. Oh, and so another reason why I don't think I'm gonna vlog in August the travel is because, if I'm not mistaken, I think I read on the information, in the information bar, that we either can video but we either can't video at all, or we can video but we can't post it on the internet. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and skip that trip. But I have one more trip planned for this year outside of that one, and I should be able to bring you guys along that trip, so you guys will get that one. And so what I'm doing here, y'all, is, like I said, I'm just getting all my bills written down on the bill due stickers. It's a little hard for me to like focus on this and talk, I'm not gonna lie. And it's crazy because I only do this once a month, you know, obviously. Yeah, because I only do this once a month, it's like I don't get enough practice of like talking and filming and like having to focus as well. Y'all see I put the wrong amount there, so it's crazy. Let me just get this written down. Okay, So everything's written down, minus a little couple mistakes, but it's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I always start with the bills. I think I used to put my paydays down first, but I felt like the bill due stickers needed to go down first. That was probably for the better for like the flow of the stickers. I just put that down first. And I use the tweezers to help me have a little bit more precision, because I do wear lengthy nails. So that's that. My August, I'm paying on my August trip in increments. So the flight is already paid for. I'm using, if I haven't mentioned it, I think I have mentioned it, I'm using Fetch Rewards to pay for my hotel. So hopefully I don't have to come off any money for my hotel. And then so I'm just paying for the weekend ticket. Netflix is due on the 6th. And then my electricity bill, I did check it, because y'all know I'm bad at checking this thing before I start filming, but I did check it, and my electric bill is $115. So that's a big jump from what I think last month it was $78. But y'all, it is so hot. I live in Texas, and it's so hot out here. Like, the heat index is astronomical. We are in the triple digits down here, with the temperature. So it's so hot. And I don't know about y'all, but like, I'm just not gonna be uncomfortable. I'm not gonna be in my house sweating. Like, that's ridiculous. Not doing that. So if I have to pay more for electricity, it's fine. I'm thanking God that I have the finances to do it, because everybody is not able. So I just am grateful, and I pay it. I'd rather pay a higher bill than to be in here and be miserable. So next is my car insurance and Apple Music, and these are due, I think these are due on the 17th too, but I have the 18th written down. I'm looking at my mock budget to help me put this together. Wi-Fi is due on the 20th. And taxes is due on the 21st. And Canva Pro is due on the 27th. Next, I'm going to go in with my paydays. So my paydays are, well, today, that's July 4th. So I'm probably going to get paid on Wednesday instead of Tuesday. That's what I'm thinking. So, but I typically get paid on Tuesdays and Fridays. So I just like to put these down. Y'all, I was really like, oh, I did not feel like doing this month. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Actually, I do know why. It's because I got behind on my stickers. So your girl has a whole schedule for creating and printing and getting the stickers cut. Well, I had a sale this month. Was it this month? No, last month in May. I had a sale in the shop, and you know, we love vellum envelopes around here, honey. So the sale did really well. Thank you guys again so much for that. But it was a lot of work, and yeah, it was a lot of work, and it put me behind on my schedule, my sticker schedule. So I just feel behind, right? The August stickers will be available on July 3rd, so next Monday, which that was the date I had already chosen. But I'm glad I did, because I'm gonna have to use this weekend to like get them in stock, because I've been putting my stickers in stock ahead of time for you guys, so that when you order stickers only, I can get them shipped out very quickly. So yeah, I did not feel like doing this month because I just feel so behind when it comes to the stickers. But I've learned from my mistakes. I learned because I was actually done with the grapefruit design. I wasn't done with the back to school design. August is going to be my first month offering 2 designs. So I really should have probably just stuck with 1 design since I was doing the sale as well. So I know for next time what not to do. So the only event that we have this month is 4th of July. I don't have nothing else going on. Now, I did mention last month that my grandmother was displaced from Hurricane Laura almost 3 years ago. And her new, well, it's technically like a new house. They pretty much redid the whole house. It is complete, but that means that we have to help her move back into her house. So she's been staying in like this little 2-bedroom cottage for the last 2+ years. It has 2 bedrooms, I think 2 bathrooms, living room, dining room, kitchen. It's really cute. But we have to help her move out of there, move back into her house. And so that's going to be taking place in the month of July. So there might be some weekends where I'm out of town, like specifically this coming up weekend I might be out of town. I have no idea. But that should be the only thing that you guys see me like end up putting in the planner for the rest of this month, because yeah, I just plan on trying to like stay still until August so that I can save money for August in the event that I need some more funds. Like, I want to get my hair done because I know it's my birthday month. So yeah, I plan on staying still in July, hopefully. Okay, y'all, so what I'm putting down now are my grocery stickers. I am not the best when it comes to grocery shopping. However, I have noticed that using my grocery stickers is helping me stay consistent with grocery shopping. And in essence, it's helping me save money on not eating out. And it's helping me lose weight because I'm not eating out. So I noticed that these stickers really motivate me to get my groceries done. I'm going to flip y'all to July really quickly. June. And as you can see, I have gone and I did go grocery shopping this past weekend as well. So my stickers are really motivating me. That's why I love using stickers, because they're very motivating. And see, even in a situation like how I told you guys, I did not feel like doing the budget this month because I just feel kind of behind. I just want to like work on stuff. But it was like I had the stickers. So I was like, well, girl, you got the stickers. So put it down. What you gonna do? Next month is August. You can only use July stickers for July. So it's kind of like, it almost like forces you to do it when you don't want to do it. That's what I noticed with the stickers. That's why I really enjoy them, because when I don't feel like doing this, my stickers are right there looking me in the face like, so we just gonna sit here? You just not gonna use us? And I'm like, well, no, because that's money, so I'm gonna use it. And it's forcing me to do it even during the months when I don't feel like it, because that's real life. Like, we are humans, we are adults, we don't always feel like doing this stuff. But when I tell you this system works for me, it works. So the only birthday that I have this month is my god baby's mommy. Her birthday is on the 12th. So I definitely want to remember to tell her happy birthday. I think we were supposed to be going out of town this month for her birthday. But I don't think I'm going to make it. So that's all I have going on so far, guys. Just bills. 4th of July, I don't have any plans for it. Let me know if y'all got 4th of July plans. One birthday. I do plan on going to church twice this month. And we'll move on to the budget. Okay, y'all. So this is my budget page. I always just go ahead and set up like the main washi up there, like the stars. I always do that off camera. I really enjoy doing that as I watch other people get their stuff set up for the month. So my main source of income is my business and I do have a miscellaneous column in case anything extra comes in. Typically that doesn't happen unless I get some type of refund or it's my birthday month or Christmas. Those are the 2 months of the year. Well, I may get some, usually I get some extra sources of income. So next we will move to the variable expenses. And a lot of y'all gave me compliments about my nails in my travel vlog. Thank y'all so much. Girl, these are press-on nails from none other than the Kiss brand. Y'all already know I rock with them heavy. So yeah, I just got these from my local CVS store. And the CVS I used to live nearby used to like really keep up with all of the Kiss brand or the Kiss releases and stuff. Okay, I can't get that straight tonight. It's okay. But the new CVS that I go to that's near me now, I live in the country now, they don't really, I feel like they're trying to do better. And I don't know if that's because I'm in there all the time buying nails, but when I first came over here and went to CVS to look for press-on nails, I was like, what is this? Like the selection was terrible, but it's getting better. So here on this left side, I'm just listing all of my variable expenses. These are the categories that I give myself a budget for on a monthly basis. So I try not to spend frivolously. I really try to watch my spending in these areas. I think I'm gonna put electric over here on this side this month because I know what it is for this month. So electric, it really is a variable expense, but because I know the amount, I'll put it over there. Okay, y'all, I went off camera so I could kind of straighten up that top one. It was bothering me, and y'all, usually like I get my head all the way up there, but I can't do that on camera because then y'all just be seeing nothing but hair. So I did that off camera. So these are the amounts that I budget for on a typical month. These are like my monthly expenses, like every single month. This is pretty much what I budget for. And then tithes is variable because it changes depending on the income, but I don't have a budget for it. So I just end up putting the actual of whatever it is. So that's something that I've moved. Just try to be more accurate with the expenses as far as where I categorize them. So that's what that's about. So for the fixed side, we will do August rent and utilities. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put electric right under it so I don't forget it. Next will be my cell phone. And I usually, I always round up my bills. So if it's like, I think like for instance, my cell phone is like 76 and some change, but you guys are going to see me write just 77. So I always round up. So yeah, guys, I'm going to be canceling my health insurance after I go to the doctor. And I am not concerned because I know some of my friends love to tell me what to do, what not to do, look out for this. And I appreciate it, don't get me wrong. But not tonight, y'all. Not tonight. I love y'all, but not tonight. So yeah, it's happening. I talked to my mom about it just to kind of, just to get her input on it. And she felt like it was probably a good idea. Just because I have some other bills that I am trying to pay down or pay off. So for instance, my event ticket, which y'all gonna see me put down here. You saw it on the calendar. I'm trying to get everything that I have done, or everything that I have going on for August. I'm trying to get that paid off. You guys know that I have a tax bill that's like $600 and something. I need to get that paid off before next year because I will owe taxes next year. What else is coming up? Right now, I haven't checked my statement for this month, but I have been paying like double electricity bills, which I explained in June's monthly budget setup. So I'm not going to go into it in this video, but I'm paying 2 electricity bills right now, trying to pay off my tax bill, trying to pay off everything that I have going on for August. So that's money, $320 something that I could use. You know, we do what we need to do around here. So I'm not, whatever comes with it, if there's penalties on whatever, I will deal with it when I cross that bridge. So, okay, I hope this angle is not too awkward for you guys, but I just remembered that this month my Amazon Prime membership is due, along with my McAfee subscription for my computer. So Amazon Prime will be about $100 and something, and McAfee I think will also be, child, this might be like $300 and something. I have no idea. So I have to put this over here to the side just so that it stays on my mind that these 2 bills are due, or that they'll be coming up. So, okay, so back to the monthly budget. So I have my August event. And this should be $30. I saved $36 last month and it was only $30. So I am hoping that it should be the save this month. I don't think that'll change. My saving challenges, and we'll go ahead and grab that. So I have July. Can y'all see that? Right on top. And we are saving $106 this month. For my sinking funds, I always aim for 200 or close to it, but I just put 2. I won't really put more than 200 in my sinking funds in a given month. So yeah, I am going to put medical and dental because I do plan on going to the doctor this month, as well as the dentist, and getting those checkups done before I cancel the health insurance. So I'm putting this here for like co-pays and stuff because I haven't talked to my insurance company since November, so I do not remember like what all that stuff is. And then I have a section for unbudgeted. So then I will go ahead and I'm gonna leave a blank spot just in case something else comes up. I don't know, that's just unexpected. And I know it could go under unbudgeted, but just in case I want to notate it, I'm just going to leave a blank spot just in case. And I'm just going to use one of the little, y'all look at the little flag, isn't it cute? I'm going to use one of my little flag deco washies here just to tie it all in. And I need to start using the other one as well, but I usually put that one somewhere else. So this is my July dashboard. I'm going to set this up with you guys at the end of the video. I'll be using my dashboard header scripts to do that. Okay, y'all, so this is the weekly check-in page, and this is where I'm going to keep track of my variable expenses. And this is what lets me know if I am in budget, if I'm going over. And what I really love about this check-in page is it really helps me to see like what categories I can decrease in, what categories I need to increase in over time. So it's kind of like it captures like good data, you know? And I live by a main street, so I'm so sorry if you guys hear any cars or anything like that. I'm filming at night, so you would think, and it's like a Wednesday night, you would think that people would, you know, be going to sleep, but I guess not. So, yeah, like, so for instance, I think at one point I was budgeting like $50 for $50 a week for gas, but over time I realized that I didn't need $50. I realized that I only needed I cut it down to 45, and in that 45 it also includes like money for like a little $6 car wash. And to this day, y'all know, if you watch my videos, I rarely even use $45 a week. So, you know, that's an example. Another example is when groceries started getting out of control, because I used to budget with, I think, $60 a week for groceries, I think. And then I had to increase that to $70, just for me, not for anybody else, just me. And then lately I've been considering, based on the data that I collect from the weekly check-in, I've been considering going up to 75. So this really helps me with that. And I get questions often when people ask, well, how do I know what amounts to put for the categories? And I always recommend looking at bank statements for like the last 30, sorry about that, y'all. The last 30 to 60 days. So I always recommend go through your bank statements. There's no better way to figure out kind of how much you're spending without looking at how much you're spending. So go to your bank statements, you know, categorize the expenses into groceries, into gas, into eating out, all that good stuff, and then go from there. And that will be your best shot at, number one, getting a real life snapshot of how much money you're spending. And then, you know, hey, you may realize like, whoa, I'm spending like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on eating out, and I don't want to do that. So looking at your bank statements is a great way to get a very accurate overview of how much you're spending in certain categories of the month, and then also give you an overview of, do you think that that's an appropriate amount? Like, do you think you should be spending that much or that little of money on these things? And then you go from there. So that's how I started 3 years ago. I started looking at my bank statements to see how much money I was spending, and then went from there. And based on some goals that I had for trying to pay off different credit cards that I had back then, trying to pay off my car loan, all that good stuff, I started working on decreasing my spending. And I've just worked on a little bit at a time, like if I could spend $5 less a month, you know, that's progress. If I could spend $10 less, and then before you know it, you'll be 3 years in the game, like me. Can y'all believe that? I don't even know if we just gonna leave it there. But yeah, can y'all believe that? Man, this summer it's been 3 years since I've had my YouTube channel. I can't even believe it. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is go through here on the sides and put the dates. So this is really crucial to like my paycheck budget. So I do budget by paycheck every single week. I just don't show it on camera because that's way too many videos for me. Like if I did and I kind of go through with you guys in the cash stuffing, like not in detail, but you kind of get a little overview of it. But I don't do like a separate video for it. But this is very important for me to know when I am budgeting out my paychecks. I have to know what the actual dates are. So for July, my first day in my July budget is actually June 30th. So yeah, so Week 3 will be the 14th through the 20th. And then I'm going to put week 4 over here since it's so little right there. And that'll be the 21st through the 27th. Okay, next we are moving on to the sinking funds page. And y'all, my sinking funds are a hot mess express, okay? I feel like I'm all over the place with sinking funds. Is anybody else there with me? But you know what? It is what it is. So in birthday, I have 26. And I've said this in a few of my other videos. That birthday envelope is really just going to be like for lunch or something. Because, yeah. I've already taken care of birthday outside of that envelope. Same thing with retirement. 625. And I actually kind of had a revelation about retirement the other day, because I was going to use my sinking funds for retirement, but I've changed my mind and I'm going to be using my sinking funds for my tax bill next year. Not my sinking funds, my saving challenges for my tax bill next year. But I just kind of realized that I was, treating my retirement the way that it got treated when I was working, when I was a teacher. But I just realized, just like everything else on this journey, it looks different when you are self-employed. So I have to figure out in God's timing what that difference is for me. But I definitely realized that I kind of had my teacher mentality when I was starting to save for my retirement. Okay, take out X amount of percentage, But my best friend and I were talking, and we were talking about real estate and investing and just different things. So I just kind of came to a conclusion of just like my finances in general look different as a self-employed person, retirement's going to look different as well. So this may be an envelope that I may be repurposing, just letting y'all know. Outings has 0. I use that during my solo trip. That's why I say my sinking funds are a hot mess, because the birthday envelope is just there. It's just existing. The retirement envelope is about to be gone. I did get my car maintenance. I did get my car maintenance 2 days ago, I think. And so car maintenance is empty. Miscellaneous was also used over this weekend, which is fine because that is what these 2 envelopes are for. Outings, miscellaneous, you can use that on anything. So they're empty. So I know that my sinking funds are going to be much lower this month as far as the total than they were last month, what the total was. So gifts has 29. My goddaughter, and I won't need anything for her until Christmas, but I don't think I'm gonna pull it out of here because I had mentioned before that I'm trying to just save this up for her through her lifetime. So I want to see how much money I can save for her and give it to her when she's 18. She's currently 2. So I have 16 more years, God willing. But yeah. And then medical has 70. So this is my low priority binder. And car tags I actually used today. I think it has 20. Maybe, no, not car tag. Wait, y'all. Oh my gosh. I put the wrong money in the bank. I took it out of car tires. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I messed that all the way up. So, okay, so let's see. Okay, y'all, so I'm just gonna swap the money. So I'm gonna put the 20 in car tags. So today is, I think today is the 27th. I have no idea. I have $20 left. So let's say I took out 85. So 85, and that leaves me with 20. So I'm gonna put this in car tags. Yes, I'm just, I can't believe I screwed that up. And then 91, this is 105 minus 91. So let's say we added 14 to give us 105. That is crazy. Well, now we really have enough money for one tire if something happens to it. But yeah, guys, so I got those two envelopes confused. I was supposed to take out of car tags, not tires, but whatever, it works. So my car tags cost $73.25, so like $73. Electronics has 24, and this is the envelope that I use for new chargers, earphones, phone cases, things like that. Emergency should have the $1,200 because I took that 25 out. So I have the $1,200 in placeholders. And giveaways. I don't know if you guys recall or saw one of my previous videos where I mentioned to you guys that I had a lot of content to get out this week. I did the travel vlog. I'm posting this one. I'm doing a cash stuffing on Friday, which should be tomorrow by the time you guys are seeing this. So I'm pushing the giveaway to like the 1st to 2nd week of July, just so that I'm not overwhelmed with work and videos and all that. Christmas currently has 58, and I will be putting more money in here after my birthday. Functions has 27. And functions is for, I should probably label it holidays instead of functions, because for the last almost 3 years, that's what I've been saving it for, is holidays. Like when people do like little holiday parties, or we do like little, you know, events and stuff, or do like little holiday activities. That's what I use that envelope for. Okay, so done with that one. And I'm gonna scoot this over and close out the total. I'm gonna push it over a tad bit so that it fits a little bit better. And I'm gonna use my little deco washi here. Since I didn't have anywhere else to put it, I can put it here. I'm gonna go ahead and tally these numbers up. So 2310, and I think that's a little bit lower than it was last month. So I'm hoping I can start rebuilding the funds. Like, y'all know they're not a priority for me like they used to be, but I still would like to see them keep growing and not dwindling. So that's in the back of my mind now. Okay, y'all, so moving on to the business budget. And oh my gosh, I feel like I have so many changes to tell you guys about. So I am considering, I'm almost positive that I probably will, I am considering using QuickBooks next year for my business, for the accounting aspect of it, instead of doing it by hand. Now, you guys know that I am a paper pen budgeter. Your girl doesn't do anything digitally. I don't do digital planning. I don't do digital budgeting. I'm a paper pen person. But I'm kind of noticing that as you like go on in business, it becomes more complex as far as like the finances. I would honestly say that's the hardest part about being a business owner is the finances. So, and managing, being a good steward, managing all those things, it's pretty tedious. So I just kind of feel like I would probably benefit from a program or a software that can maybe kind of do that work for me. You know, as time goes on, y'all know I'm like little by little offering more and more things into the shop. So that's more like facets of the business are coming into play. And so as I begin to add more things into the shop and deal with like vendors more regularly, I kind of have like some money in different places. Like it's all in my business bank account, but it's just, you know, I use Ally, so I have like buckets for different things, and you know, it just gets a little complicated. I'm like, well, I mean, I spent this much money this month, but like it didn't come from the revenue because I've been saving, so it came from, you know, this bucket or that bucket, and it's just starting to get a little more complicated for me. So as it's growing, so it's a good thing. It getting more complicated is a good thing. But y'all know I do not want to play with Uncle Sam. Your girl don't have time for that. So I want things to be as accurate as possible when it comes to this stuff, and I feel like I will have a better chance of being more accurate maybe with like QuickBooks. Okay, so these are all of my variable expenses that I will, well, for the most part, spend money on in any given month. My fixed expenses include my HP Ink subscription, my Canva Pro subscription, and my Shopify app. So I had increased my HP Ink subscription, so it started costing me like $55 a month, but child, I went back down on that because no, not right now. We got to get some of these other bills, got to get rid of them. So it should be back down to about $25-$30. I'm just gonna wait. And I know I put it on my bill due sticker on the calendar. I put 30. I think it'll be less than that, but I'm gonna put the actual amount here because this is where I actually like do the numbers, like crunch the numbers. So I'm just gonna leave that alone for now, and we'll move on to my other strips. So yeah, guys, I just kind of had that revelation the other day, like, you know, I think I really want to maybe try using QuickBooks because it's hard when I'm making different purchases and I have to like remember to, you know, write them down. It might just be easier if like I had QuickBooks on my phone or something. I could just easily log stuff in. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. maybe, you know, using something that's a little bit more convenient than me having to remember to come and write everything down, because it's just a lot of moving pieces to stuff when you're when you have a business. So I'm going to finish out this year, of course, using this method, but I think in 2024, I will more than likely at least give QuickBooks a try. If y'all have any experience with it, please let me know, because I'm nervous because I'm not a digital person. But I do feel like I need to try something so I could be as accurate as possible when I'm doing my taxes. It's a lot of estimating that I'm doing right now when I do my taxes, like, you know, getting like an overview of things, and I really want to be more accurate. But this is my business budget. Okay, y'all. And so I usually give myself 2 pages to work on my business numbers. So next we have the debt tracker. And make sure I'm centered. So you guys know that right now I am paying on my taxes, which, like I said, I need to get this paid off. So my starting balance right now is $361. I'm gonna pay $65 plus it's not interest here, but it's a fee for using my debit card, but only this amount goes toward the balance. So once I pay that, I will be left with $566. I'm gonna leave these blocks blank just in case something changes, but toward the end of the month, if nothing changes, I'll just put these numbers in this box. My transaction log, every month I give my transaction log a job, so to speak. So for the month of June, I use my transaction log to write down my expenses from my solo trip, and if you watch that video, you'll see that. Again, it'll be linked down below. I've used my transaction log for like my Valentine's Day party, moving expenses, my solo trip, my Vegas trip. Trying to think if I used it in what I used it for in April and May. I don't know. I don't have any specific plans for it this month, but I may be using it just to kind of make sure I'm ready to go for the month of August with the birthday stuff. So like if I get my hair done and stuff, I may log it here. But I set this up every month. Lastly, we have my savings tracker log, and this is the log where I keep track of how much money I'm saving in cash in my wallet. So for the most part, at the end of every week, I go through and see how much money I have left over in my wallet. Most of it ends up going toward my saving challenges. But if I have something left over outside of that, or maybe I don't have enough and I just take the whole amount out of my check, then that cash will just get saved in the bank envelope in my wallet, and I'll notate here how much cash I'm saving in my wallet. Okay, y'all, so for my dashboard page, I use the dashboard stickers with the deco sheet and the dashboard header scripts. So I'm going to go ahead and I always give myself like one major goal for the month that I hope to achieve financially. And typically that goal is always to have my rent saved for the next month. That's typically that major goal. Then I'll put like to do down here. I don't want to put it. Yeah, let's put it there. And it's the same thing with to do, like the major thing or major couple of things that I need to make sure get taken care of this month. I notate it in that box. So it's kind of like, you know, like the highlight of the month. Like you need to make sure this is done. And you don't have to use this page the way I'm using it. You could literally use it however you need to. You don't even need the deco sheet if you don't want it. Like last month I forgot to print one for myself, and y'all, I just used my I had some leftover event stickers. I just used my event stickers and made it work. So here I'll put in anything that's important that's coming up. So I imagine I'm going to be putting here like maybe some birthday stuff, helping my grandmother. Yeah. And then here I notate birthdays. I tend to have a lot of birthdays in like the first several months of the year, and then they just kind of dwindle out, I feel. So, oops, I put Steph's birthdays on the 12th. And then down here, now see, I don't know if y'all can tell because I have it sideways, but this is so like crooked. And when I put these down, I did not use my tweezers. So this is why I like to use tweezers. But yeah, but it's staying the way that it is. I'm not gonna change it because things do not have to be perfect. Down here I put projects, and this will typically relate to the shop. So things that's happening in the shop throughout the month, things I need to work on, I'll put down here. So this is how I set up my dashboard page. Let me scoot y'all out. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it was informative. It is kind of late at night, so y'all forgive me if my energy is a little low, but your girl is rushing to try to get this stuff done. Don't forget to come back on Friday to see the full design and colorway for the August stickers, which will be available on the 3rd of July. And yeah, let me know down below what your plans are for July financially or personally. And I will see you guys back on Friday. Bye.